Hello everybody, welcome to Sun and Soul. And if you are already subscribed to the channel, welcome back. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you are new, welcome. And thank you for coming in to join me in this reading. Today's reading is all about where's this connection heading? Now, this is a love connection that I'm talking about. This could be a new one, this could be already established one. Whatever kind of connection that you are in today, we are going to be exploring where this connection is heading towards, what is the potential future. So, for today's reading, I have compiled 3 piles for you. This is going to be pile number 1, this is going to be pile number 2, and this one is going to be pile number 3. Just to help you select your piles, I'm going to be um, putting in 3 images in this thumbnail for you to help you select your pile. You can also pause the video just in case to meditate maybe on which pile would be right for you. So the timestamps are given in the description section as well as in the comment section below. I will see you in your chosen pile. See you there. Hello pile number 1, welcome to your reading. If you selected the first image from the thumbnail or the first pile, this is going to be a reading. I have like I think 7 questions and picked your cards with regards to those questions. Now, I'm not sure which one you are and which one is your partner. So I'm going to be doing this in a style of person A, person B. So this card is going to represent person number 1, person A, and this card is going to represent person B. So if you do not find yourself in between these 2 person, probably this reading is not for you. And if you do find yourself between these 2, this is going to be your reading. And just in case you find yourself or your partner in another pile as well, maybe that is the pile for your partner or just another thing that spirit may like to add on for your reading today. So let's see who person A is Justice, who person B is Two of Swords. Okay, clearly one of you is very dominant in this relationship. First of all, starting with one of you, there is a strong Libra energy, by the way, guys. And with Two of Swords, other air signs that is coming up are, sorry, Gemini and Aquarius. And with Justice, yes, there is strong Libra sign. One of you probably works in a, no, one of you, person A probably works in a government job or any job related, even businesses I'm saying. And this is a person who is very fair, who is very dresses well, who is very well known in their kind of famous in their area or their industry. This is a person who is probably also may work in a contractual field, like they work with contracts and stuffs, making deals. I already said business. This is a person who is very person is very attractive in a way that is not too intimidating, like not Angelina Jolie, but very Reese Witherspoon type, very Jennifer Aniston type, very Jennifer, I'm forgetting, Jennifer Lawrence way. Not Megan Fox, but Zendaya way. Okay, like not in the face kind of beauty is what I want to say. With the Two of Swords, this person B is someone who is kind of very intuitive, first of all, very much of a risk taker, very much of a person who likes to keep to themselves. A curious thing, guys, group number 1, both of these person A, B are blindfolded, And it makes me think that you guys, both of this person A, B, have a lot of options in front of them, but they do not see it. They are they see the world in a black and white way. They are most of the time not aware, or either not aware or not seeing the gray areas of life and people in general. Like somebody is hinting them of their attraction, but they just do not get it at all, is what I'm finding here. Both of these are very clear cut um, people. Like, if you like, you like. If you don't like, you don't like. If you hate it, you hate it. If you love it, you love it. There's no in between for them, both of you. And for person B, um, this is a person who has a lot of options in front of their plate, but they are kind of not the best decision maker. They kind of struggle with their options, and they are kind of like slow to the race, is what I want to say. They take things slowly and are also quite relaxed and laid back about life and the way they operate. With justice, the person A may come from a colder climate than the person B. They may come from a richer background than the person B. So for now, that's all I'm getting. Now let's see what is the current state of relationship between person A and person B. Hopefully you identified with one, and we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So the current state of relationship is that mostly I'm seeing nothing much is going on. Okay. So the blindfold again story, guys. Group number one again is repeating in this your current situation. All three of these cards are blindfolded, and yes, like I said, nothing much is going on in this relationship. Currently, most of you are not even in a relationship in the solid sense. Like, you may be aware of each other, but you have not explored much with each other, is what I want to say. And since both of you are kind of struggling with hints, like one is hinting to other like I like you, but another is not saying that at all, and another one is like, I think they kind of like me and I want to tell them I like them too, but I'm not sure. Both of you guys, both of these A B person are kind of same cut from the cloth, cut from the same cloth, and they are trying and failing to hint each other mostly, and still in the beginning stage of this a full-fledged relationship, is what I want to say. And if you guys happen to be already in a relationship, you have yet to develop, is what I want to say. There are things that have not been explored between you two in this relationship. You guys are not very well aware of each other, in the sense that you guys know each other's maybe family background too much. Maybe you guys are not aware of each other's life, deep history, etc., etc. And then um, the current relationship state of this relationship is kind of not solid, guys. It is still in the beginning phase, developing state. A lot has yet to be explored. But the thing is, guys, you guys are trying to put in the effort to know each other better, to know if you guys are right for each other or not, if this is something that you would like to grow further or not, is what I'm feeling. But there are some things that is holding you back. You guys are still not very feeling secure about each other and this relationship, is what I want to say. There are things that is kind of like a wishy-washy for another one, and kind of I want to say that the trust is still not yet present in this relationship. It's still in a very exploration kind of state. Now, let's see what are the challenges. And we have Knight of Pentacles. No wonder there is so little going on in your relationship, because the challenge is this this is a very slow moving relationship for both of you guys. Like, things are developing so slowly, so lazily, that you guys have been like just not feeling it. With the Knight of Pentacles as a challenge, the the challenge in this relationship mostly lies with not being able to pay enough um, due to each other in this relationship, like putting in more, going on more dates, going on spending more time with each other, being able to explore more with each other, spend more time and get to know each other more is the major challenge that I'm seeing in this relationship. Things are progressing very slowly. Maybe that's why you guys are not yet fully open to each other, fully not sure if this person is the one. That's what I want to say. Another thing that I would like to add with the Knight of Pentacles is that although I do feel that you guys are not yet in a full-fledged kind of connection, there is still potential. There is still a lot to develop, a lot to do. The question is, are you patient enough? Are you willing to do so without exploring other options? Which you guys clearly have, just not exploring that at the moment. Both of you are kind of laid back kind of personalities, and this has been maybe one of the causes for this slow progress. Now let's see what is the potential future for this relationship. And we have Ten of Cups, but this came up in the reverse. So the future potential is that, guys, this relationship, I want to tell you, I want to tell you honestly, guys, I don't see a good future with this relationship, especially if this Knight of Pentacles energy and the Eight of Swords energy keeps going on. If you want a future in this relationship and this relationship to be better and have some sort of a solid foundation, you guys gonna have to invest in more energy in this relationship. You guys gonna have to take this blindfold off and see each other for who you are, not hold yourself back, and be active, proactive in knowing each other, getting to know each other and explore further. Unless you put in this actively put in a lot of effort, I do not see this being more than just a fling, or more than just a short term phase or a chapter of your love life book. If you want a good future, if you want happiness, if you want harmony, if you want this connection to be something worthwhile, you guys gonna have to put in a lot of effort. Okay, get out of this restrictive energy from each other and be more communicative, be more proactive with connection, communication, understanding each other, and be more speed up is what I want to say. For now, with the circumstances surrounding this connection, the future is not that bright, guys. Now let's see what is the advice that spirit has to say for you. Oh, this came up pretty fast. And we have there and now. Oh, sorry, here and now with number 32. So with number 32, it adds up to number 5, which talks about change, talks about talks about Mercury also. And with Mercury, guys, you guys gonna have to get out of your head. You guys gonna have to communicate, be more Gemini energy and communicate, explore each other in this relationship further, see the potential if you want to, and be friends first before becoming lovers is what I am feeling. You guys gonna have to focus more on yourself and at present and not worry about the past or not be worried about future either, but see for what this relationship, what this person is, for who they are, what this situation is. Be more honest, be more present, be more proactive is the advice again. Now with this I'm going to close your reading for today. This has been a quick and effective reading for now. Hopefully you liked it, and if you did, please do give this video a thumbs up. Do comment if you resonated with it and how you resonated with it. If you have not subscribed yet, you can help this channel grow further by subscribing. And I wish you all the best. I will see you in my next one. Bye bye. Hello, group number 2. If you selected group number 2, pile number 2, or the second image from the thumbnail, this is going to be a reading all about where is this connection heading. So this is going to be a very quick one. I have a feeling because I have already pre-selected your cards, and you know what, this is going to be a person A, person B kind of reading, because I do not know who you are or who your partner is or who your potential partner is, like the person you are interested in. So this card is going to represent person A, this card is going to represent person B. If you find yourself between these two, this reading is going to be for you. If you do not find yourself, because you know yourself best, is what I'm assuming. And yeah, if you do not find yourself or your partner in between these two cards, probably this reading is not going to be for you. Please explore another pile. If you are attracted to two different piles or more, even, I mean all three piles, who knows, in one pile you find yourself and in another pile you find your partner or the perspective from your partner, or maybe if you selected all three piles, if your intuition says so, please feel free to do so. Maybe there are more messages that spirit would like to tell you. Now let's see who person A is. Person A is the Fool in reverse. Person B is Three of Wands upright. With the Fool in reverse, person A is someone, first of all, person A is someone who is kind of very traditional is what I want to say. Someone who is not all that you know what, this is a person who is, I would not say like the kind of person who is very matured. There is a level of immaturity, there is a level of recklessness that comes with this person. So person A is someone, I think, could be younger than the person B, or just less experienced than person B. Person A could be someone who is kind of a risk taker, fearless kind of person, but in a way maybe even involved in like those reckless sport activities, like I don't know, maybe paragliding and stuff. Maybe likes to go on racing. Maybe likes that roller coasters, stuff like that. Likes to explore things. Is kind of like a person who holds nothing back. If they feel something or someone is something or someone, they will not hold themselves back from, like, they do not think of the TPO, the time, place, occasion. They just right out speak and talk about what they are thinking, is what I'm feeling with the full person A. Also, with the fool as a person A is more proactive in this relationship than the person B. Person A is more involved in this connection than person B. At least that's what am saying for now. With the three of wands for person B, this is a person who is a careful thinker. By the way, this is a connection, guys, that is a like opposite attracts kind of thing going on over here. Like opposite attracts each other. Opposite, like one is clearly a risk taker, kind of fearless, and kind of even reckless, whereas other one is a very careful thinker, a very organized person, someone who ruminate, who thinks about and plans a lot before taking action. They look for long term results. Person B with the three of wands, whereas person A with the fool in reverse was someone who was kind of just jumping into things without thinking much. But three of wands, this person B is someone who is very, very much of a deep thinker, who likes to plan out stuff, who is kind of giving me Virgo-ish energy, to be honest with you, even Capricorn-ish energy, although this is a wands card, which usually represents fire signs. And they three person B takes themselves seriously, their actions seriously, and is someone who is always prepared for anything that comes in their way, well prepared. Whereas person A is kind of like ill prepared for surprises, is what I want to say. So let's see what is the current situation of this connection. And we have Four of Cups in the reverse. So this tells me that with the Four of Cups in reverse as the current situation of this relationship, you guys are moving forward in this relationship with passion, with action, and with openness towards each other. I see both of you being very, like, curious about each other, like what this person A has to do or say or can bring out in me, or maybe what this person B can this person B bring more balance in my life for person A. You guys are in this connection fulfilling, like kind of like in a way completing each other, whereas maybe person A was struggling with planning and being more organized, being more restrained. Person B is helping person A in developing that part in themselves or bringing in that energy in their life, whereas person B who was planning and waiting, kind of maybe sometimes holding themselves back from exploring new territories or um, grabbing opportunities at the right time, be quick to decision making. If that was what person B was struggling with, person A will be bring that risk taking, bring that brave energy, courage into person B's life. Bring that spontaneity, bring that adventurousness to person B's life. You guys are kind of in a way in the current state fulfilling each other the things that the other person lacks in, and kind of very curious, very optimistic, and much of a very much of a let's go and see what will happen next kind of state is what I want to say. Now let's see what are the challenges in this relationship, and we have Eight of Wands. With Eight of Wands, what I see the challenge in this relationship is that you things are moving forward very fast. This is funny because person for pile number one, they were the challenge that came up was that the connection was moving very slowly, whereas for you, group number two, pile number two, the challenge in this relationship is that you guys are a little bit too excited sometimes, that maybe sometimes you guys uh, are not really um, too excited. I'm saying, to be honest with you, physically, that you guys are not taking in emotional development with each other too seriously, at least for now. But this is not a huge challenge, to be honest with you. This is a challenge that you can mend by communicating more with each other, and spending more time with each other, exploring each other's brain and emotions more, understanding each other more. With Eight of Wands in the position of challenge, this is nothing too much to worry about, just that maybe get to know each other more and connect each other with more emotionally more is all I want to say for now. Yeah, things are moving very fast, and that can make one of you or maybe both of you feel like this is more of a physical connection, whether this is can be substantial or not. But you guys, yeah, this is not a major thing that I'm saying, to be honest with you. Now let's see what is the potential future of this relationship, which is ooh, okay. Wow. Now the potential future of this connection is that you guys are fulfilling each other. You guys are like bringing in the best version of each other. Like if you one was more materialistic, I mean, no bad connotation at all, okay? If one was more focused on their money area, more on their uh, earth related, like very earth label, meaning like money, success, career kind of energy. Another one of you is bringing in more of a fire energy, more of a fire and water energy, which is spirituality, which is motivation, which is feeling fulfilled from within, which is bringing peace in your mind and heart. This is a high priestess who is making me think of you guys leveling up spiritually from this relationship, developing more, like what I'm constantly thinking of with this card, guys, is that maybe you guys are still in the first lower three chakras. The level of your spiritual development is still between the first three chakras, which is um, up to the sacral chakra, which talks about your surface level life, like eating, working, reading, just living your life as a normal human being, average human being. But after this relationship, your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your third eye chakra, and your sacral chakra, you guys are going to be moving one step further. The future of prospect of this relationship is that you guys are to the connecting more to your higher self, connecting more to the heart chakra, which is the first level of spiritual awakening is what I want to say. Opening up your heart to this connection that is kind of otherworldly, that is kind of like not explainable in words. Just looking at each other, and just by gazing at each other, understanding each other's thought, uh, understanding each other's emotions, understanding each other's state of mind, like understanding each other like no one has ever understood each other before, and looking at the worlds in a world and your future as you guys have never before looked at the world and the future of your life. How this will develop further, to be honest with you, is still not very clear. It is still being designed by the universe. It is not like you guys are going to be ended up married. You guys are going to be ended up not married, or not in, like the connection is going to disconnect. Nothing like that. It is, the future has potential is what I want to say, guys. Whatever you want it to be. Okay, for now that's all I'm getting. The future is very much in your own hands. The only potential that is fixed is that after this relationship, you guys are leveling up spiritually. You guys are deeply, deeply understanding each other more. And yeah, but this is going to be a long journey. So this tells me that the future of this relationship is going to be quite long term. And I cannot tell you that if this will end in a marriage or not, as a significant connection, definitely, to be honest, but just for about the end result, this is still in your own hand. Now let's see what is the advice that the divine, the spirit guides has to say for your connection. Is there any advice that you would like to say for our pile number 2, please? For pile number 2, what is the advice, please, for pile number 2? So higher power with number 4. You know what, guys? Number 4 reminds me of Rahu, who is the North Node. So the advice is for you guys to focus more on your future and not just explore each other physically and just explore it. Some of you might even take it just as a momentary attraction, to be honest, but be more serious, be more obsessed with each other, be more connected with each other's mind, each other's inner self, each other's higher self is the advice. Be more willing to talk about stuff that is hard to talk about with each others is the advice that I'm getting with this one. And be, I think, you know what, being or having an emotional conversation with each other will help you out a lot. Nurturing each other, nourishing each other is another advice that I'm getting over here. So, what more? The key is with your mind, the key is with your perspective. Be more flexible with each other, be more like you, since you guys are so different from each other. Pile number 2, group number 2, be more accepting of these differences, because sometimes, yes, although it is exciting and interesting, these differences may become a point of um, trouble. Just be more flexible when that time comes and accepting. Take a step back and have a heart to heart conversation and try your best to make peace with each other. This is a connection that is heavily orchestrated by the divine, is what I want to tell you. And ultimately, it can help you bring in more. Um, it will be ultimately better for the both of you, is what I want to say. Okay, with this, I'm going to close your reading for today. Hopefully, you liked it, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up and please do subscribe if you have not yet. And I want to thank you if you have already subscribed. You can claim the reading in the comment section if you feel like and share with us how it resonated with you. I'll see you in my next one. Until then, I wish you all the best. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 3. If you selected the third pile or the third image from the thumbnail, this is going to be a reading about where is this connection heading to. So, for this reading, since I do not know you or your partner, I'm going to do this in a person A, person B style, and these two cards. This card is going to represent person number A, person B is going to be represented by this card. And if you find yourself or your partner between these two cards, this reading is going to be for you. If you do not find yourself or your partner between these two person, probably this reading is not going to be for you, and please explore another pile. And in another note, if you find like if you select more piles, then that is also fine, because you may find yourself in one reading and another person, your partner, in another reading, which could be a potential partner or which could be a different perspective from yourself or your partner. With that being said, let's see who is person A. We have 10 of wands in reverse. Person B is being represented by the moon. So with 10 of wands in reverse, person is someone who is very much of a hard worker, who is very much of a person who is still in the earth element of working day-to-day job, working hard and working hard to build their future, in a sense that earning more money, becoming more successful, getting a promotion, stuff like that. With the 10 of wands in reverse, person is the kind of person who is constantly dealing with a lot of people, constantly dealing with a lot of stress and a lot of pressure. Like they work in a very pressured environment. Maybe their job is very stressful and very demanding. But to be honest, they are good at those kinds of things, like solving huge problems, taking uh, working in stressful situations. They are kind of good at it, to be honest. And with the wands card, fire energy is prominent for person A. That is fire. That is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. With the moon now, person B is very intuitive. This is a person who is very in connection with their emotion, very much in connection with their spirituality. But the problem is that with the person B, the moon, they are connected to occult world, but they are kind of struggling with connecting to earthly energies of working day-to-day job, working connecting more with other people, exploring relationship with others, being more expressive of their emotions. That is what person B struggles with. And person B could be a water sign, that is Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Mostly Scorpio is prominent over here. Pisces as well, to be honest. And also with person B could be someone who is kind of introverted, kind of kind of someone who is very much of a emotional person as well. Clearly, one is more of a explorer, and another one is more of a hider. Who one of a person A is the kind of person who takes risk, whereas person B is the kind of person who likes their safe place, who likes stability, who wants stability in their life. But ultimately, both of you guys, the thing that is common in person A and person B is that you guys are looking for something or someone to fulfill, because both of you are still feeling kind of empty in a way, is all I want to say. Now, with this message, let's see what is the current state of your relationship. I chose one card for all pile, but for you, two came up. So, wow. Okay, you guys are manifesting each other. The current state of your relationship is that you guys are manifesting a happily ever after with each other. You guys are working hard. You guys are putting in effort to make this relationship work. Make each other work for each other. Take this relationship to whatever happily ever after means to you. If this is marriage, then it is marriage that you guys are trying to manifest. If it is just a long term partnership, that is what you guys are manifesting. If it is public recognition from your family, your community, that is what you guys are manifesting. If it is that you guys are bringing the best out of each other and living your best life, that is what you guys are manifesting. All in all, the current state of relationship is, guys, you guys are very secure. If you are already in a relationship, you guys are feeling good about this relationship, this connection. You guys are feeling very happy with each other. You guys feel like you fulfill each other. You guys feel like you guys are the best person of the kind of person, the partner that you were looking for, is what I want to say. And the current state is very balanced in your relationship, very progressing in a steady pace, very much fulfilling, very much optimistic, very much uh, balanced in a earthly and spiritual realm, very much happy and satisfied is the word that I want to say. There is a level of stability, there is a level of excitement, there is a level of exploration, there is a level of development. All of these things are balanced and very good state of connection is what I want to say. There is passion, there is pure emotions, there is rawness in this relationship. Also, there is this vibe of Venusian, not the kind of like Scorpio sexiness, but Venusian attraction, Venusian sexiness, which I'm not sure how to describe, to be honest with you guys. It is not about just physical attraction, but being attracted to each other physically, but also emotionally. Being friends and also lovers is the kind of feeling that I get between you two in this current state of relationship. Now let's see if there is any challenge which is represented by this card. So the challenge is the moon, which is person B. So this tells me with the moon is that the challenge in your relationship is, guys, The challenge in this is about whatever is unknown left unsaid between you two. Person, especially like I said, person B is kind of struggling with the high intensity that person A brings in, because in a lot of ways person B is very fragile. In a lot of ways person B is kind of sensitive, and maybe person A struggles with being more lenient in their words, being more kinder to person B. This does not mean to say that person A is a bad person at all. It's just that person B is too sensitive, whereas person A is too used to the high stressful, high demanding uh, environment that they are in or they grew up in. This is a very much of a opposite energies that is clashing in together. So what this for this challenge, guys, all I can say is, guys, you guys gonna have to be balancing each other out. One has to be more understanding of each other and maybe slow down a little bit in their life. I know they are a high achiever, but please be more understanding and accepting, whereas the other person has to be more bold, has to build up more confidence, be more assertive also, and stop being, sometimes let your emotions rest, because just sometimes we can and do focus too much on our emotions, which lays things haywire, because emotions do not always come about from our intuition. Sometimes it has a lot to be honest with you, most of the time it has a lot to do with just our anxiety. I i'm thinking of this quote from a stoic philosopher that I forgot the name of at the moment. It goes like, we suffer more in our head than in reality. That is exactly the kind of thing that the person B suffers from. Their fear of unknown, their fear of overactive imagination, overthinking may cause trouble sometimes in this connection, is what I want to say. And the future potential of this relationship came up with Four of Cups in the reverse. And this Four of Cups in reverse as the future potential, with the challenge being the moon, talks about you guys have are still moving forward. There is a solid, I would say, future ahead of you. The current situation of this Four of Wands, of happiness, of celebration, is still going to go on. But there is indeed a little bit of problem that may arise because of failing to be more balanced with each other, with the moon, and fearing the unknown, which is not exactly uh I would say a big problem, although it is the major arcana. It's just about personality issue, which now this is a difficult one to tell you guys, because personality issues can become something very substantially difficult to explore. But I do see that person A is willing to put in the effort. Person A is willing to be invest in this relationship. They feel positively about this relationship. So, and they are also patient, because although sometimes they feel tired and like to take a break for themselves, they are also a hard worker. No matter how much they complain about having to work hard, at the end of the day, they are still going to work hard. If they are left alone by themselves, they kind of panic, which is about if they are not with the person B, they kind of panic. They kind of feel like they are not fulfilled. They kind of feel like they're empty without the person B. Person B. Yeah, the future prospect is still good, very good, guys. The only thing that you need to take care of is like be more understanding and resolve whatever this personality issue that is coming up, and bring more rationality, bring more objectivity in your connection is what I want to say. And there is still a lot of passion. There is still a lot of progression happening in your future with the Four of Cups in reverse. So overall, this is a very positive trajectory that you guys are heading on to currently. Now let's see what is the advice from Spirit for you guys and this connection. For group number 3, please, Spirit, what is the advice for this connection here and now? Wow. No wonder I kept feeling like some of you guys are going to choose multiple piles, because there are some cards that is repeating itself. This card, if I'm not wrong, came up for group 1 as well as advice. For you as well, group number 3 with 3, 2, number 5, changing something between you guys seems to be important for now. And with this card, what I'm feeling the advice is for you at the moment for this connection is that be more bold with each other. Be more willing to explore things that is both of you are scared of exploring. Talk about things that both of you are kind of afraid of talking about with each other, and kind of be raw with each other is what I'm feeling. Be more bold, be more courageous with each other, and in this connection is also the message that is coming in, especially for person B who is constantly worrying, who is always kind of suffers with anxiety issues. They need to be more courageous and more trusting of this relationship. They need to really focus on the present and not worry about past or future. And for person A, they especially need to work with their constant need of movement and just take a step back and relax sometimes, and just take a step back and see how things are going in overall, and not just focus on moving forward on and on. The advice is to be present when you guys are together and see how the other party is feeling and how they themselves are reacting to it, whether it is valid or not, whether it is really needed or not, whether you guys are being too hasty or too hasty to come to certain conclusions, or maybe bring some nurturing into account for each other, is the message, is the advice that I'm getting from this. Also, guys, you guys are each other's support system is what I'm feeling in here. And you guys rely on each other. which is a good thing. And spirit is saying to please keep that spirit go on. Please let that spirit go on. Okay, this is all I'm getting for now. Okay, with this, I'm going to close your reading, group number 3. Hopefully, you liked it. And if you did, please give this video a thumbs up. This was a very structured reading that I felt like doing for this time. Hopefully, you liked it. And if it resonated with you, please do share how it did resonate in the comment section. If you have not subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing. I wish you all the best, and to your person and to this connection. Clearly, you guys are being taken care of by the divine, and everything is going very well for you. Just do not get too much in your head, is all I want to say. Now, with this, I'm going to close your reading for today. Hopefully, I'll see you in my next one as well, and hopefully, this reading gave you some clarity and joy. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.